thank you for joining me on today's Travel Chronique. I am Nyasha K Mutizwa. Now, if you're talking about spots to visit in Africa, you definitely ought to mention the Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. But today, I'm here to tell you about the hidden gems in the southern African nation that are just as awe-inspiring. And I'm referring to a number of exotic tourist attractions that will leave any person visiting with a lifelong, memorable experience. Now, if you're a bit of a history and culture buff, you're sure to love the 900-year-old stone kingdom known as the Great Zimbabwe ruins. The ancient royal city was built and occupied between the 12th and 15th centuries, and at its peak was the largest settlement in southern Africa. The first thing that draws the visitor's eye is the high level of craftsmanship, which according to UNESCO is unique in the continent's architecture. Rough granite rubble stone blocks form distinct enclosures accessed by narrow, partly covered passageways. And a fun fact for you, the name Zimbabwe, the name of the country, is an anglicized form of the Shona word Zimbabwe, meaning house of stone, based on the several stone walls of the Great Zimbabwe ruins. Now, perhaps you're more of the adventurous traveler. You might like to go ultra deep diving in the cobalt blue waters within the Chinhoyi Caves. Now, the caves are a limestone and dolomite shaft linked by a maze of passages and caves, at the foot of which lies a huge pool known as Chirorodziva, meaning pool of the fallen. Now, inexplicably, this water defies common meteorology by remaining at the same temperature 24/7, 365 days a year. So, because of that, ultra deep diving is possible for you in the caves all year round. Now let's go to the more luxurious traveler. How about a houseboat safari in Kariba? So houseboats are synonymous with the little town known as Kariba. Sure, you can take a regular game drive, but why join the crowds on land when you can experience the thrill of it all on your own private suite aboard a luxury 45-meter boat? You can view prides of leopard and lion, huge groups of buffalo as you dine on the third-level restaurant of your private boat. In the morning, you can go bird viewing on the smaller boats and also attempt to land your first large tigerfish. Now, these are 3 out of many hidden gems planted all over Zimbabwe, but with so many potentially profitable tourist destinations, why does the general traveler only know about the Victoria Falls? So to give us more, we are joined on the line by Innocent Manyera, President of the Hospitality Association of Zimbabwe, joining us from Harare. Thank you for joining us here on Africanews. So we mentioned some remarkable sites that get no mention in terms of global marketing. What does prioritization look like, and is there a government initiative to bring more attention to these hidden gems?
The initiative mainly is to do with the first domestic tourism, to make sure that the Zimbabweans themselves are ambassadors of these sites. You remember very well, Ministry of Tourism, they do exchange programs in terms of the World Tourism Day. We also have got Great Zimbabwe of recent, where the minister was there and the vice president in trying to make sure that we popularize some of these destinations. There are initiatives, quite a number, but the challenge that we have been facing as a nation, Zimbabwe, but they're trying their level best to make sure that these destinations are known together with the private sector.
So, Innocent, we've seen countries like Rwanda being innovative in efforts to bring Visit Rwanda brand to a wider audience. What marketing initiatives has Zimbabwe adopted, and what has been their impact so far?
The first one being Know Your Country, Know Your Zimbabwe, being pushed by the Ministry and the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority. There are quite an initiative where we go global shows in trying to market our country, Zimbabwe, as a destination for both domestic and international travelers. We've got macroeconomic issues that we are still trying to address to make sure that Zimbabwe as a destination at large is preferred. We have been facing hyperinflation issues from 1998 to 2008 that we are still trying to recover as operators, but there are quite a number of initiatives.
So let's talk support infrastructure. What has government strategy to grow the sector been to date, and what initiatives will be essential for continued growth of tourism in Zimbabwe?
If you look at it, the Zimbabwe is open for business mantra has also affected the tourism and hospitality industry, they say, where government is actually saying gone are the days where we protect the Air Zimbabwe as the only airline and the national carrier. The dualization of road is quite an initiative that government is taking place to make sure that internally by road you are accessible, by air you are accessible. Though we've got some challenges internally, but we are saying with the master plan, if we implement it fully, we should reap positive results that will make our destination of repeat.
A great place to end there. Thanks there to Innocent Manyera, President of the Hospitality Association of Zimbabwe, who joined us on the line from Harare. And thank you for joining me on Travel this week. I am Nyasha K Mutizwa. Let's travel together on social media. Follow me at Nyasha K Mutizwa. Thank you for watching.